Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a honk of a horn I just got put back together. I'm gonna honk and then we'll talk about some of the specifics. Sorry if I'm talking loud, I do have hearing protection on right now. We'll get you guys set up in the house and hopefully it's a good quality sound clip. I do apologize, I just don't really, there's a lot of houses in my neighborhood and I don't really get away with it that well, so we're gonna set you guys down and we'll do a honk here and then I'll come back and grab you, so bear with me. Alright guys, I really hope that sound clip is somewhat clear because man, that is a fucking beautiful horn, oh my god. Alright, so before I get into it, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to guess what's going on with this horn because some of you guys will know that's not a normal horn and we're gonna explain why. So get my hearing protection off so I talk like a normal human being again. And let's see, I think I'm gonna, I don't know if I can do that one-handed. This thing's like, there we go, Jesus. We'll get her unhooked and flipped around here while you guys try to, well, there you go, what's going on there, so. But there's some other stuff going on here, so. I'll try to do all this one-handed here. Push those over there. Alright. This horn has been a long project for me, basically because I kinda got it in my not really doing anything period, and then I like took it apart as soon as I got it. So literally today is my first time hearing it in person and my first time seeing it back together, and you guys got to hear it for the first time with me. Now it's pretty loud right up against it, but it sounded amazing. Like I said, I really hope the sound clip is okay. I do apologize, guys. I mean, I do the best I can. I'm in a like highly populated area with some pretty bitchy neighbors, so my apologies for that. Hope the sound clip turned out, but this thing is killer. It looks as good as it sounds, which was I was really hoping for that because once I got it all together, I'm like, ooh, she's sexy. I just hope it sounds sexy because put some work into this one. So this horn, let me give you a little backstory. So this horn would have originally been a normal run-of-the-mill early K5HL. And then the guy that I bought it from, he had received it with a, whoever owned it before him, did a bell swap on it and replaced the 4 with a 5 and the original 2 bell with a 90s 2. So when I received it, it was 1L 1 2 3 5 combo. Sounded okay. It was actually a really stellar sounding horn. That's why I bought it, because it sounded so good. But once I got it, I'm like, hey, I got some stuff going on here. I can do something really cool and really unique with this, and something that's as far, I would call it rare for a especially for a early K5HL. I do have in my collection, I have 2 of the 3-3A combos, which this is a 3-3A combo. I have 2 raised letter 3-3A combos in my collection. but I did not have a early K5HLA that was a 3-3A combination. I didn't have any early K5HLAs to begin with. I had built one, but I actually ended up getting a error correct 3B for that one, so that turned into a early K5HLB. And I've wanted to do a early K5HLA hybrid 3-3 combo for a really, really long time, and everything just kind of fell into place. Kind of had to wait. It took a long time to clean some of this up and make it look as good as it does. The horn wasn't in very bad condition when I got it, but it was still dirty. We did a full clean inside and out, saved as much of this beautiful CSX blue as possible, and then I replaced the 5 with a 3A, and not just a normal 3A. It's a 90s, early 90s 3A, or not early 90s, square tag era 3A. Still has its original big bubble cap, and same for the 2 bell. It is a 90s square tag era. Still has its original big bubble cap. So the 2 and 3A are 90s bells. The manifold, the 3, 2-piece 1L, and 1 are original to the horn. Everything though, and I'm super stoked to say this, everything is original CSX. Still has its original CSX paint, the bolts, everything. So this is something that I've been working on for a really, really long time. I wanted to do one of these for a really long time, and I wanted to do it in a pretty special way. So once I got a hold of this horn, I'm like, this is the time. This is going to be an awesome horn, and I'm just super stoked it sounds as good as it does. Like I said, I really, really hope the sound clip does it somewhat justice. I kind of had to face it a certain way because the 2 is super dominant when you're next to it, because it is a big inlet bell just like the 3A. And I had kind of went back and forth on if I wanted to do it in some type of a cool bell combination, but ultimately I ended up just doing the stock bell combination because I wanted this to really be a really not such a stock piece, but a stock looking piece with a really, really beautiful sound. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, this horn probably about half a year in the works on this, just with downtime and time to clean the parts and get some of these 90s parts together. The 3A was actually a bell that I had in my parts closet for quite a while, and it was black. I had got it, I had traded some parts with a friend of mine, and I had got it, and it was black, and I was like, okay, cool, it's a black, it's a, I thought it was a Norfolk Southern 90s era 3A. Well, one day, just random, I was like, I should probably get that bell out, clean it up, see what it sounds like on something, and I took a closer look at it, and I saw that there was blue underneath the paint. Well, I'm like, well, goddamn. So I carefully really took some time to strip off the black to try to save that beautiful blue, and I did a pretty good job. It's still shiny, it's blue, the whole thing is blue. The paint underneath was in really good shape. There's just a couple little chips here and there, but it fits the horn. Like, this horn's got a few little battle scars here and there, but the whole thing is just absolutely gorgeous. So that's why I was super excited that it sounded as good as it looks. Up close to it, it sounds beautiful, and the I don't know if it came through on the recording, but some of you know this, that honk horn's right next to them. The bells, they kind of ring after the with the vibrations of the diaphragms and the sound. They'll ring for a second after you shut the air off, and even the ring was just a kind of a pleasant tone. So I don't know if that came through on the video or not, but Super stoked about this horn. This horn is just an amazing piece, all original CSX. So it's the horn itself is a 47K, 47439 is the serial number. So 2006 for the manifold and the original bells, and then square tag era for the 3A and 2, which absolutely gorgeous horn. I love this thing. I was getting really excited once I started putting diaphragms in it. I very carefully hand-picked out the diaphragms. I hand-picked out the cushion rings. I actually used well-used diaphragms and cushion rings on this. Normally on something like this, I would slap brand hammer new parts in, but I'm kind of low on brand new stuff like that. I'm kind of saving it for some more amazing projects coming up. But I used diaphragms and used cushion rings, and if some of you guys know, used cushion rings aren't always the same thickness anymore. They've been crushed over time and expanded or whatever. Some are thicker than others. They're not supposed to be, but used ones are, just because of their lifetime in other horns. So I tried to carefully pick out everything to give the horn a nice balance, and sometimes that doesn't always work out first try, but this one sounded, I mean, the 2 and 3A are dominant, which is fine. They're supposed to be. They're 90s bells. But the horn had a pretty good balance. Being right up next to it, I didn't feel anything was super fighty or super warbly. I think I heard a little warble, but that's as my air was going down. I don't have a whole lot of air on hand, so I can't do like super long sustained honks without draining a shit ton of air. So that plays into a lot of my sound clips having some warble. But overall, it sounded great. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is an amazing piece to my collection. I am so happy to have it done and just see it and hear it and have it be a piece that I can put with the rest of my stuff. So yeah, guys, early K5HLA 3A hybrid. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, take care.